Regulations like GDPR, HIPAA, and NIST, they are evolving as well, just like your threats. If an organization happens to notice that we are seeing these sorts of new things and it's not in framework, I would suggest go and refer back to the framework. They are evolving. They have everything. So of recently, NIST 2.1 has come, and that has more of the governance aspect to it, that has more detailed risk to it, whereas the previous versions of NIST has just what the basic technology controls are there. Things like Essential 8. Essential 8 just talks about the key 8 things that you have to do and how can you fix it. But now, if you go and look in detail of those Essential 8s, everything is very detailed and it gives you step-by-step guide. So yes, your frameworks are evolving just as your threats, but how you can do it in your organizational, from an organizational perspective, you can integrate legal and risk functions into cyber governance. By doing that, you are actually bringing the legal and the risk component in the cyber. That way you are compliant to all the legal obligations and the risks that are there. Use cross-functional security committee. As we mentioned or talked earlier, people from IT, HR, operations, legal should come together and have a committee and they should talk about it. My advice would be to map regulations to your controls and processes. Things, applications or frameworks like ISO 27001, 27002 or NIST or GDPR actually suggest what steps you have to take. If you just follow up the steps and implement the process in your organization, that helps you in achieving a lot in total. Just follow the frameworks and that actually leads you to a better maturity. It's as simple as that. They have the steps out there. You just have to implement it. But every organization's requirement changes and evolves. So you need to put in your effort and evaluate, how does my organization stand against this particular framework? Maintain regulatory intelligence, track any of the legal changes if there are any from industry groups or automated feeds that you might have from different applications like OneTrust, for example. And you should continuously review and update your controls, policies, frameworks, and procedures so that we are in alignment with other organizations. You should automate and audit. Automate a lot of things because that helps you removing firstly the manual intervention. If you don't have manual intervention, the chances of errors reduce significantly. And if you have tools for automation or to conduct access reviews annually, quarterly, monitor or enforce data loss prevention, have encryption, and send out breach notifications because of DLP, these actually help you in being on top of these things. I would suggest to conduct continuous internal audits so that you are totally in comfort about what your processes are, how your procedures are running, and if there are any findings that come out of as part of internal audit, how you can fix it. So continuous observation of these actually help you to be in a better cyber safe posture or security in threat modeling. Breach and incident preparedness. Whenever there is a breach, inside the organization, outside the organization, there should be automated feeds that has to be sent out to your important stakeholders. Or if there is a breach outside the organization in a global world, learn from them. What did they do wrong and how did it happen to them? It can happen to anybody. So just be prepared, be eager to learn, and be ready to dive into something that you might not be across. From a privileged or an executive perspective, my suggestion would be to conduct tabletop cybersecurity exercises. In case of a cybersecurity incident, your board of directors should be aware what steps they have to take and who's responsible for what. That just helps you in fighting or preventing against the cyber attack in a more efficient and optimal way.